Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Stick Trick tutorial number 3. Now, the past 2 weeks I've been talking about some kind of common sense, not too difficult spins that are easy to use. But this week I really wanted to take another step and show you something a little more difficult. Now, this one isn't like crazy hard, but it involves spinning in between the different fingers, and so that sometimes takes a little while to get used to. So if you can't pick this one up and just do it, then don't worry about it, because it'll take a little bit of practice sometimes. Now, this one is what I call the match grip to traditional grip, because of course match grip like this, and then traditional grip like this. And the reason I call it that is because it transitions from match grip to traditional grip. And now, once you get to that traditional grip, if you don't normally play that way, then you can flip it out. Spin it out, or you can flip it out. But it'd be weird to flip it, more so spin. But it takes you from right here to right here. And so if you play traditional grip and you switch between the two, then it's a really cool transition. Now, if you just play match grip, then get it there, flip it out. Not too hard. Now, you start out in your match grip. The first step is these fingers pull back away from the match grip, and you push the stick with your thumb. You should start a little bit higher, because by the time you're done, you'll end up further down the stick. So you want to start out with your thumb about at the Vic on Vic first, and your fingers are on there. You move your fingers off, and you push kind of with your thumb. You kind of roll it in between this finger. So now the stick about there in between the Vic and the first is in between your first finger and your middle finger. And so now it becomes your middle finger's job to keep it going. Your middle finger pushes back and your thumb moves down out of the way. So let me show you that a little bit closer. Now, starts here, moves, push with the thumb to there. So once it gets here, then your thumb comes down and this finger takes over. So your thumb comes down, this finger pushes it, so it starts spinning there. Now, once it gets here, this finger's on top and this finger, your middle finger, is on bottom, and you continue to move this finger that way and this finger this way to get it here. Once it's past this finger, then this one takes over and pushes it, and this one moves out of the way and comes down. So this finger grabs it, this one moves out of the way, and it comes down into traditional grip. So let me try and do that slow, the whole motion. Come around, come down, traditional. All right. Come around, down, traditional. Now, it all happens a lot faster than that, but you can practice the different movements in a slower way. You can also use your other hand to help you learn it first. So you pull, start moving that middle finger, start pushing, push with your thumb right here, and with this finger back here, kind of pull it, catch it, finger gets out of the way, comes down into traditional. Now that looks a little bit like this. And really, to get it into traditional, I didn't say it when I first explained it, but it's kind of a flip or a push. You use the momentum of the back of the stick to swing it back to your thumb and out of the way of that first finger. Like that. And so it's kind of like a flick of the wrist to quickly move it from right here to right there. So from this position to this position is a flick of the wrist. You flick it down to get it out of the way of this finger, and then flick it back around to get it to your traditional position. Alright, so I know that was a lot of this finger and that finger and move it here, so I'm going to try and do it slowly a few times right in the direct side of the camera. That way you can kind of take a look at it. Moves in, comes down, moves in. Slow as I can go. Comes down, moves in. Now when I do it slow, I'm not really flipping it properly because it's slow enough that I can just move with my fingers. But that's about as slow as I can flip it the way I normally do. Alright, so that's that one. And you want to just kind of mess around with it, and eventually it can get up to like about this speed. I mean, you may be able to get it faster. I don't claim to be the master of any of these tricks, but I really like this one. I think it's a good one that that you can use in a lot of situations. Like you can be playing, like if you want to switch to traditional. So probably would have been late on that snare hit, so that was a bad example. But you know what I'm saying. So there's that stick trick, and that is the match grip to traditional. Now before I go, I want to kind of show you a way to get out of traditional if you're using this trick and you want to go back to match. So you spin it to the traditional, and then you kind of flip it around. It's kind of that, it's this trick I was talking about the other day. It's that fake trick. Ow. So the fake trick coming out of here, you just kind of flip it back over to in between these two fingers, spin it around and catch it. So yeah, I'll probably talk about that more on another day, but kind of work on this spin right here. And let me know what you think. If you have any more questions, post them below, and I will definitely try and answer. Can't promise I know everything, but I'll try and help you out with whatever you need. So yeah, hope you enjoy that stick trick. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.